Yo, what's going on? It is the Real Football Podcast, episode 6. I am Terence Allen and back from the dead, as they say. Thank you, Jake, for holding it down, and Jaxon. Y'all did a great job. Appreciate y'all. But yes, I'm back, ready to go. A lot to talk about. What's going on with you, man?
I'm glad you're back. I'm glad I don't have to drive this show anymore. Hey, I got my shout out Bournemouth and shout out Czech Republic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love it. Love it. All right, man. We got a lot to jump into. But we do have a special guest, man. He did so great last week without me. We had to bring him back. Jackson Edwards, also known as Jackstradamus, is about to join us, man. Let me go ahead and bring him in. He is coming in now. Super excited to hear the legend, man. Talk about
Oh,
these trim games. Yo,
What's up?
Jackson, are you with us? What's going
I'm with
on,
you.
man? What's going
How's it
on?
going? How you feeling?
It's going good, man. I'm feeling good. It's cool to see the legend has entered the Zoom call. Yes, sir.
oh, that's oh.
Okay, is that Sheffield? Oh,
That's Brentford.
Brentford. Yeah, okay. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hey,
I like it.
championship gang in here, Jackson.
Ooh,
Hey, look, I gotta give my championship support up.
Future championship team right there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
hey T. T, I
Yes,
would wear
sir.
that jersey too.
You said what?
I would wear that jersey too
For sure.
after Saturday.
For sure. But hey, Brentford, y'all won y'all last game, I think, in the championship. Like
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, 2-0, 3-0, something like
It
that.
was 2-1. Yep,
2-1.
we brought in to cover up Ollie Watkins and Ben Rama leaving. We had to buy a League One
Yeah.
striker named
Ivan
Tony.
Ivan Tony, yeah, he had a double.
Like
So,
7 goals in 4 games. It's incredible.
hey, y'all are holding it down. Y'all should make it this year. That's the hope. That's the goal. But hey, Jake, let's go ahead and let's talk about this, man. And Jackson, of course, bring your input. So the first game from a slate of great games last weekend. One was Man U Newcastle. And we don't have to talk long about this, but Man U coming off that debacle against Tottenham, and now we see a 4-1 win against Newcastle. Is this big? Is this momentum? What are y'all thinking about this one?
I mean, we both picked United to lose this match.
You did.
And it looked like there was a chance that something like that could happen, maybe just a point for the first 80 minutes. And then the pressure finally paid off for United. Yeah, they were dominant. They had like 700 passes, 65% possession, and then they finally put the ball over the line. They were just too much for them. And then Newcastle didn't have enough going forward. They just controlled the game in the middle and dominated.
Like, we can't forget that, Newcastle's got a backup goalie in after Dubravka's ankle injury, and Darlow in the 70th minute came to collect a through ball and collided with Rashford, and he ended up breaking his hip, but he played the last 20 minutes.
I saw,
That's when we
bro.
conceded the last 3
What?
goals.
Hey.
I know it
Yes.
was that bad. Shoot.
I saw that. I watched like the end. Like I watched the highlight of that when Rashford hit him. Then I stopped watching. And then that's when the goals feel like exploded. They scored in the 86th, 90th, and 96th minute. The Man U way, of course, always scoring late. But dang, man. So Dubravka and Darlow's out. That's gonna be.
I believe it's Gillespie will be starting, and it looked like he was about to come in, but Newcastle wanted more attacking, so they brought in Almiron and just
Out
left
to MLS.
Darlow out there.
Dang. Well, hey, Man U, they also beat PSG, which we'll talk about a little later. But, hey, maybe things on the rise, Maybe old Gunner, he can sit down and breathe a little bit,
Yeah, and this was without Martial,
They're a different team when they have 11 players.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yo, so next up, we have Jake's beloved team losing a close game to Man City 1-0. Not a terrible result, It's been worse in the past. So
Right, yeah. Yeah, I picked the streak to die, and it did not. If you told me that City were going to score 1 goal off of a rebound, I would take it every day of the week.
Yeah.
We just didn't put the ball in the net, really. Saka looked tremendous. We just didn't score, man.
Does he remind you of Raheem Sterling at all? Just like not in the sense of like style of play, but young is getting close to scoring, but missing. Like it was reminding me of that Liverpool Sterling. Like I'm good, but I'm about to be something even greater.
Right.
That's what I see.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love for him to end up like Sterling. You know,
Sure.
I've been reading tweets, something like this guy, he's not staying at Arsenal. You know, this is a Barcelona, Real Madrid type of talent. If he keeps it up like this dude's the truth. You know.
I mean, I love him, man. I think y'all have a lot of young talent, and I didn't think he would be the one that would break out. I was thinking Reece Nelson or Wilcox, Nkita.
Right.
Saka is the man.
Right. And we played him at left mid. We ran a 3 at the back. We ran 3-4-3, and our wing backs, I guess, were Bellerin and Saka. I didn't like it personally. Yeah. I didn't like it, but I mean, Bellerin looked lost as a midfielder, but it was fine. We just couldn't score on him.
What do y'all think is the best position for him? Because I've seen him play midfield, wing, left back.
What do you think, Jaxon?
Yeah,
it's your team.
I didn't want to pick it. I didn't want to pick it here, man. I'd love for him. I don't know. I think he's a wing back, but I don't think that we have the facilities to run him a wing back. So
I got you. Yeah, he
mid. Because you can't put him up top, and he can't play left back, and I don't want to run 3 at the back, 3 center backs. So I guess what we did with him would be the answer. Something like that, where he can help in the middle and he can come back and go forward. A lot of overlapping runs, you know.
And how did and I guess another thing with this Arsenal game that was weird, you had Willian as a false 9. I like that you played Pepe, Ababa, and Willian. First time seeing that, but like, did you like Willian there? Why can't Aubameyang just play center forward?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I think that Arteta is trying to figure this out because we're almost like a Chelsea, because if we play all of our guys, then there's no room for one person.
Yeah.
You know. So I think, and it's Man City. Do you really expect to take 3 points from that? I think you're trying different things out. And Lacazette was the one that went to the bench, and then we played a right footer on the left and the right. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't think 3-4-3 is the answer, and I think that he figured that out. So
yeah. I got you.
Guys definitely created a lot of chances against City, but Ederson made some big saves, and same goes for Leno. I mean, it could have been worse. I was surprised it ended 1-0.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats. They Arsenal had seven chances created, 11 total shots. The possession wasn't just like a regular City game where it's like 70-30. So y'all did hold it down, but hey, 1-0, not too bad.
Yeah. Aguero coming back was a lot more important than I expected.
That helps.
They look like a real football team when he's in there. I didn't know that moving Sterling out to the left and putting him up top just and no Kevin De Bruyne even, you know, like that, man, that changed a lot of opinions I had about them.
Yeah. And I think we'll hear more about those opinions when we talk about this new top 6, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Something about Arsenal. This is the team in my head that I'm thinking about. Okay. I go cross-sport reference all the time. Okay. But I'm thinking about the Chicago Bears when I think about Arsenal. Okay. Hear me. So, do you think that the Bears, I know they're 5-1 or 4-2, whatever they are. Do you think they're going to win a ring this year? No.
No chance. No shot.
Okay. So, all they're going to do, they're going to go to the playoffs for no reason. They're going to stay away from those good draft picks, and they're going to stay mediocre. Okay. Arsenal, they're not good enough to beat you. No. Okay. We were talking about how they have the worst record away from home against Big Six clubs ever.
Yep.
But they're not bad enough to make you take the day off, like a Villa, Brighton, Burnley. Yeah. You know, so it's like they're not great, and you have their attention. You know, and they don't win enough to get money to bring people in. And they're not really a destination for a lot of people. Don't want to go play for Arsenal. It's just this cycle of mediocrity, man.
It's tough. But I think, hey, top 4, y'all will get in the Champions League at the end of this year. I believe this could be a start of some money. If y'all can get fans back, get that revenue. Arteta, I like him. So,
Yeah, I think he's the answer. I hope he's the answer. Yeah.
So we got another game that I guess I'll take the leads on this since I'm an unfortunate fan at the moment. Chelsea 3, Southampton 3. Reminds me of West Brom 3, Chelsea 3. But this one we didn't have to like fight to come back. It was kind of it was 2. I want to say it was 2-1.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It was 2-1 before halftime. Werner 2 goals. And man, 2 great, like, you know
Yeah.
how
What I predicted.
hey, look, that's why you're here, man. That's why you're here, man. He knows all. But the first goal, let me tell y'all something. As a former high school striker, there's nothing more important than getting a goal your own self. Like that first goal, he drove in from the left, dribble, slides it in. And it was one of those goals that he needed. And then because of that,
Yes.
he flicks the goalie, heads it like the second goal was a nasty. But as you can see, that didn't help because our defense, it was so weird because we played so well. We're going forward, and our defense, another mistake. I think it was, I don't even know. I think it was Zuma.
Zuma.
It
I
was
think it was
Zuma,
Zuma.
yeah.
It was
Another
Zuma.
mistake.
Kepa didn't go out there. He wasn't brave enough to go get that ball.
And
Yeah.
see, that was like, here's the thing. I don't disagree with Kepa, and I think I'm a Kepa, like, I'm empathetic.
Yeah.
I have empathy for Kepa because he's got harassed when I've been telling people all along, yo, they got it. Like, for Kepa to be that bad, they have to get through the defense. So,
Right.
but he made the he made the scorer beat him.
Yeah.
Like he came out to him, he just didn't stick the leg out, didn't want that red card, and he just slotted it home. So it was just weird, man. You know Southampton, you know Danny Ings is gonna score, but just to lose, it's just like, man, we gotta figure it out. What did y'all think about it?
So I don't think that this wasn't like a FIFA game. This wasn't a fluke where it ended up 3-3. You know, it was 53-47 in possession.
Yeah.
You guys went out and spent all this money on these amazing attacking players, and Southampton had more dribbles and more take-ons than Chelsea. This wasn't a counterattack over the top type of thing. They had possession of the ball. Theo Walcott was an amazing pickup, apparently. Like
It was.
Ross Barkley to Villa, maybe a career has been reinvigorated, something like that. But man, Chelsea looked rough at the back, and Havertz gave away the ball for that first goal, and Ings pounced on it. He'll learn not to turn your back to your net in your own side of the pitch in the
in the middle. Yeah, in the middle of the box. Yeah, no.
They're gonna put you on the ground. They're not gonna call a foul. Yeah.
Welcome to the league.
Yeah. But I mean, Southampton looked good, and they had a chance to win it. They had 2 chances to win it at the end. You know, this was a good showing for Southampton and typical Chelsea.
It was tough, man. I think we'll talk about Champions League later because that 0-0 to Sevilla.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a good thing. But we'll talk more about that later. But Chelsea has a huge game coming up. I can't wait to hear what Jaxon has to say about it too. But big game against Man U, we're just gonna tell a lot. I think I was talking to another friend of ours, Luke Williams. We'll get him on the show soon. But I think Frank is lucky that he bought a lot of players because he still has to figure it out. I'll give you that. You still got to figure it out. People are hurt, not playing together, not practicing together. Kind of like the Clippers, talking about cross-referencing. The Clippers, you know, they never played together all the time. But this Man U game is super important, man, because we're all healthy. So there's no excuse now. So next one, which made me feel good because another team that had a chance to really get ahead of the pack drew. And this was an ugly draw. Tottenham 3, West Ham 3. Gareth Bale makes the debut. We think, man, this game is crazy. I think it was 3-0, right?
It was.
Yes.
3-0.
15 minutes.
Yep. It was 3-0 inside of 16 minutes.
So somebody take this over. Tell the people what's going on with this.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yes,
The
sir.
thing is that when Son and Kane are clicking like that, Tottenham's unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
And like, there's at least 3 or 4 other goals that should have been scored by Tottenham. They're crazy, but West Ham was still chances, tons of chances, and then it finally got 3 in the last 15 minutes. But the main problem there is I don't know why you take Son off. If you take Son off, you win the game. He got subbed off in the 80th minute. I think Mourinho got comfortable and was like, we're up 3-0, 80 minutes. Why keep him out there? And then they took him off and 3-3.
Literally, I was texting Jake and I was like, we were both talking. We was like, so is this gonna be 4-2? Or like we was like, is this Tottenham? Are they gonna break away after West Ham's first goal, or are they finna draw this crap? And when Gareth Bale broke through and shot with the left foot and barely missed,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's over. And I'm like, whoa, he missed. And it's the weirdest thing about these games is, to me, something about the Prem, small teams are like, I don't want to say they're scoring more because I don't know if that's true, but they're capitalizing more is what I'm seeing. Like, you got to put teams to bed.
Yeah. So that Bale chance in the 91st minute, he
Yeah.
skinned everybody alive, and then he really wasn't even that close. You got to at least hit metal from there. They said that there's a 29% chance that Bale puts that away. Okay. And then, right down the pitch, they give up a soft foul, they swing it in, and Lanzini hits an absolute screamer, goal of the year to the top corner.
Goal of the year.
There's a 1% chance that goes in. Okay. So It says that out of 100, if you run it 141 times, 41 times Bale scores. 99 times neither of them scores. 1 time
Lanzini.
does Bale miss and Lanzini scores. Like Doctor Strange, the one reality we live in.
That worked.
There's one time that this happens, and it happened. What a goal, man. And Lloris even got a finger to it, and still didn't stop it.
It was a jump out your bed type score, man. It was amazing.
It was swung into the box. This first guy cleared it out. It was a weak clearance, just got to the edge of the box. Harry Winks gets to it first. If I'm him, I hit that ball as far as I can. Or just to touch that ball just a little bit, and it falls right into the path of Lanzini.
Right.
And Lanzini's like, I'm putting my right foot on this. And then, it was like on NBC, it was like the 4th replay of it, and then you saw that Lloris got a touch to it. Yeah. I was like, wow. Yeah. It would have been the best goal of the year or the best save of the year.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, it was top 90 going away from the keeper. Lanzini was a sub too, and somebody who has slowly been removed from the team. Like, I've been watching soccer for a while. He was a starter back in the day, and slowly just Pablo Fornals and Suchek and all these people come in, and for him to come off, smack it, take the jersey off, run away, and David Moyes dancing on the pitch, and that's a Jose thing. Jose's known for running on there and getting all happy. So it was crazy, man. West Ham. Here's a question: Is West Ham better than? Like, do we need to respect them now, or did Tottenham just do another Tottenham thing? What did y'all think?
I think Tottenham did a Tottenham, man. That's where I was going to go with this, okay? Yeah. I was thinking, okay, they go up instantly, okay, less than a minute. And then it's 2-0 in the 8th, and then it's 3-0 in the 16th. And you're like, wow, Son is the best player in the world. Harry Kane's the best striker in the world. This league is wrapped up. Everybody else is choking, right?
Turn it off.
And then me too. And then I asked you, Terence, I said, in a world where everyone is choking, why did we think that Tottenham weren't going to choke?
That's true.
And they showed up, man. They give up the soft first goal off of I think it was a set piece was the first.
Yeah, you're going to have to mark a man in the box.
Honestly, just put a body on somebody. Second goal was the Davison Sanchez, absolute panic, Tottenham mentality. The ball comes in, he's, I got, and just laser beam, And then it took a weak clearance off of a soft foul given away. It's 3-3.
Yep. Man, that one hurt, man. But I'm not going to lie. Son, I think I was telling Jake this. Harry Kane will probably win if De Bruyne, depending on how long he's out, Van Dijk is gone. Harry Kane looks like he'll be player of the year. He'll have a 20 20 plus goal, 12 plus assists. Like he already's at 7 assists, and he's good for 20 goals. So Kane is looking. If I'm an England supporter, I'm like, hey, I'm digging Kane right now because, I mean, English wingers, you got Sancho, Raheem, Rashford. Like, if he can assist Son, he can assist them too. Last game, most important game, one of the most exciting games I've watched in a while. Everton 2, Liverpool 2, Merseyside derby. Some horrible stuff going on. VAR, tackles, just a lot to talk about. I think 2-2 is kind of fair because they're both hard knock team, like, you know, two of the best teams, I would say. But how did y'all, like, I don't want to go straight to Van Dijk, but I think that's what we got to talk about first, man. Jordan Pickford. I heard
that man.
Stevie Nickel. So Stevie Nickel, an ESPN pundit, he was saying that something's wrong with dude. Like, something's not wired right. And that he just reminds me of the guy, like, you like him on your team, but, like, you never know what he's going to do. It's like, you're good, but then you have those moments. And Jordan Pickford is just weird. Like, that was a horror. I think he should have got sent off. Like, no doubt, no question. And I think Jaxon, you had texted in a group and you were like, he sent Van Dijk to the locker room or something. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And then I watched the replay. I'm like, oh. So
it didn't look that bad. Like, I would have, like, my last thought was that Van Dijk tore his ACL and be like, no way. Like, it was a tough challenge, but Van Dijk looked all right. And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back in. But no, he tore his ACL. He walked to the locker room, and that's the end of the story there for Van Dijk for a while.
Yeah, 8 months, man.
Yeah. So apparently, if a player's offside, you can run him over with a car and there's no foul. That's what I learned.
See, that's my thing is like, so I thought the soccer does have off-ball fouls, though. So I'm trying to figure out, because he didn't get a yellow either, I don't think.
It wasn't a foul. He was offside. They waived it. That they VAR'd it. They VAR'd it when they determined he was offside. They stopped. They hit stop on the VAR, and they didn't even look at the Pickford challenge.
And Jake, so I know you and VAR, y'all have a great relationship. So what are you thinking, man? And then the Sadio Mane goal, another VAR. I thought it was a goal.
The Henderson goal, they called Mane off on the buildup. Yeah. What did they say? His shoulder was offside? That's the only thing I saw, because I look at the line and I don't. Well, I thought my interpretation of the rule, I thought you couldn't be offside with something that couldn't legally play the ball, right?
And this
if I
can't
over the line, I'm not offside because I can't. So I don't know what they're looking at. My problem is, I think it was a goal. I think Liverpool won that match 3-2, and I think it should have been 10 men way before that on Pickford. But the point of VAR was clear and obvious error from the referee, right? But the problem is, when we have technology, we have the lines, we have the laser calculated, guided math to figure out who's onside, whatever. It's like, it wasn't a clear and obvious mistake, but say he was 3 inches offside. Are we going to use replay, find out he was offside, but then say he wasn't far enough offside? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how can you put subjectivity into clear and obvious, have the technology that says he's off, and then say, it wasn't enough? So now when a dude is a toenail offside, we end up changing everything. And, man, I don't know how you fix it is the problem. I think that every other sport has it. Rugby has it. That's not even an American sport. Rugby uses it fine all the time. I don't know how VAR is fixed.
And I don't either, man. I don't know. It's just, and I hate to come at refs. It's a pressure job. Like, it's not the easiest job. But, like, how do you not see Pickford slam his legs? Like, I don't even think he touched the ball. Like, he was going for the ball. He was looking at the ball. They both challenged same time. But, like, I mean, I always go back to Marshall. If you send Marshall off for tapping him on the face, but Pickford tears his legs off, I'm just like, this makes no sense.
There was a goal, there was a red card, a penalty 2 years ago, right before, it might have been three, right? The like a couple games before they did VAR. It was the end of a year. And Cassione got kicked in the head in the box. Dude tried to bicycle clear it and kicked him in the head. And they called a penalty on it, whatever. Everybody said he was offside, so it shouldn't have mattered. And so everybody else responded with, well, then it's a red card for dangerous play, indirect free kick from the penalty spot or close to the penalty spot, right? Like, this isn't FIFA. Being offside doesn't mean you can just slide through somebody. The referee brings it back. The game fades into the whatever. No, dude. Like just like when David Beckham kicked out. What are you gonna say? The ball wasn't in play. Like what?
Exactly.
I don't understand how it's any. The dude. Anytime a referee blows a whistle, I'm punching somebody in the face right after because it's now legal.
Because now it doesn't matter. It's apparently And I think that's just weird to me, man. That makes me angry. But and like I agree, I think Liverpool should have won 3-2. With Charleston, the challenge on Thiago, he's high-headed, he's young. He's done that before. This is not his first red card. It was a derby tackle.
It was. That's what I thought. Yeah.
And, I mean, he's out until November, which is a while. I'm like, dang. So, do you think Everton – Iwobi's been playing good. So, I guess my question is, moving forward, we need to talk about Liverpool and Everton, and we can talk about them more on the next segment. But no Richarlison, no Van Dijk. How are they going to do?
I mean, Van Dijk is a lot bigger deal, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think that Van Dijk is the glue, the Band-Aid over the hole in the dam type of thing with that back line. And Richarlison, you can just David, our resident Everton fan, David Brathwaite, would much rather have had Iwobi this whole time anyway. It might be a blessing. It might be a Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe situation that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And it might help Everton, but Liverpool are definitely hurting a lot more now than Everton are.
For sure. Well, hey, man, that is our weekend roundup. Next segment, we're going to get Jaxon. He's going to do some quick picks of the Premier League.